This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports Chaco Cosmetics. We're here with Bang Gravy Chat. Sean McComb, how are you, mate?
All good, all good.
It's been over a year since obviously we had a chat with you. They obviously say a year can do a big thing in people's lives. You've obviously had your first child. You've obviously opened up your own fitness business. You've obviously had your first career defeat and you bounced back from it as well, I guess. In the last year you couldn't probably add much more to that.
Sadly, 2021's been a year of misery for a lot of people. COVID and lockdown and mental health through the roof and shit like that. But for me personally, I suffered my first defeat at the start of 2021. Thought it was off the nightmare year, and you know what? It's been a great year. It's been an unbelievable year. Like you say, I've got a baby boy, and he brings serious joy in my life. My own gym, which is thriving at the minute, buzzing, Feile Fitness. All the members are absolute legends, killing it every day, and again, I bounce back to when I'm raised myself in the gym and switch a coach as well, and based down here in Ireland, Dublin, so it's good, a lot closer to home, a lot closer to my family, and what can I say, life really is good, and like you say, a year can do an awful lot. That's for me, it's in the right way.
When I was speaking with James McGovern there just before you, and obviously saying in your debut year you boxed, was it 8 times in your first 12 months, boxing America, boxing Amir Khan card and things like that, and James was going, now I want these opportunities, who's to know in a year's time where he could be as well, so...
That's it, it's just taking everything that comes your way. I'm hungry, I've always been hungry for success. I know how successful I can be, great frame of mind, great mindset. And again, the biggest team for me as I say is just stay hungry and just take everything that comes, every opportunity, take it, stay in the gym, and just keep doing opportunities. God knows what will happen.
Exactly, particularly in boxing as well. Was it good obviously to bounce back to winning ways on the field? Obviously I know 2019 you fought Garrido, was it Renner Garrido at the field, so obviously to come back, the boxing in Belfast, the Feile for a way to bounce back, was it probably the best platform you could have to bounce back on?
Well, 100%, let alone COVID, to bounce back from COVID on the field was one thing, but to bounce back with a loss, an away loss, was even better again. The support was overwhelming. On the night it was absolutely electric atmosphere when I got in that ring and heard my name being called out and the crowd roaring. It was really overwhelming for me, and something that made me realise that the support I have is fantastic. I've actually received more support and loss than I did any success, and that makes me know that I'm a purist and I'm a real person. I'm as real as they get. What you see from me is what you get, and my fans recognise that. One loss is one to defend me. If anything, it's made me better. It's carved out a pathway for me now that I know exactly what I need to do in order to get that success and bring big nights to Belfast here myself.
And I think from some people I have interviewed, sometimes you don't know what it's like until you've been knocked down for the first time or you're beaten for the first time. Obviously it can relight the fire for you. Sometimes it might, everybody always dreams of being like Floyd Mayweather and finishing the whole career undefeated and making loads of money. But obviously sometimes getting that defeat earlier on in the career can make you readjust and reevaluate and come back even stronger.
Well, 100%, that's the approach that you take to boxing. No one should win the boxing thinking they're getting rid of it or an undefeated record. If that's your attitude, then good luck, because you'll only be disappointed. You'll only be disappointed in yourself, and that'll only lead to bad, a bad career. If you look at Prince Azim, probably had ambitions to win as an undefeated fighter. God knows what he achieved after that loss of Brewer. And no one will ever know. People only talk about it, and that's at the top pinnacle of the sport. If you even dream of doing it at domestic level or onwards, and forget about it.
And I guess sometimes, I know when people's defeated, obviously how they bounce from a defeat. I think obviously Carl Frampton obviously was regarded in the loss to Santa Cruz, and obviously how he approached the defeat and says a better man won and everything else. Your support can go tenfold because of that. People can go, oh well, they're not cocky, this, that, the other. They're still the same person after defeat, and they've learned from the defeat and they want to move forward, and they're showing it just what life is.
That's exactly it. And that's a thing. we're all going to be disappointed in defeat. Life goes on, you know what I mean? Life goes on, careers go on, goals change, new goals set. Let's bounce back to win. Am I good enough to bounce back to win? Of course, let's prove it, bounce back to win. Can I win another world title? Yes, I can. Let's do it. And then you can let the kids know, like, you're going to lose in every department of life. Bounce back.
Definitely, that's the only way. Obviously, you probably I'd say probably one of the underrated fights in the card on Friday night. You're fighting Ronnie the Shark Clark. He's obviously, I think this is going to be his 5th fight in Belfast as well. He's only been stopped once. I know obviously I put a post up yesterday saying he's been stopped once, and it's from a fellow West Belfast man, Anto Cacace. Was the sort of plan behind the Ronnie Clark fight on a similar style to what Gavin Gwynne was, to show that sort of you have bounced back and you've sort of learned from it and you can adapt and overcome it?
Well, of course, it's a tough fight, very, very tough fight. Like you say, the operator has some serious wins on his record as well. A few draws there as well. Good opponents. Cacace is just a freaking nature with severe, like, serious power on both hands, and that was a good fight right up until that point where he knocked him out. So I have my style, Cacace has his style, I have my game plan, he had his game plan, and all that matters to me is performing well on the night and proving that yes, if I can bounce back and still perform well against a good, durable, tricky opponent.
The problem's always been, I know Jamie's always said the problem's always been in terms of you building up was they were matching you in a certain way. I remember Miroslav Srbin here, they'd obviously went the distance with Feile and they're thinking he's going to give you a good test, and you just put it on him the first round and the referee stopped the fight, and you're sort of going, good test. Now obviously I guess the plan is that Ronnie Clark can give you a good test, but who's what to know what happens in the night. You could hit me a big punch and that's it.
And vice versa, because again it's boxing. Here we, like, no one has a crystal ball here. We're only, like, there's people here who can be supporters and they can say it's going to happen, this going to happen, this going to happen, and if they get it right, and if they don't, they don't. But it's up to the two fighters on the night to be fully switched on, to do exactly what they're told to do from their corner, and do it. Regardless of what that looks like to any supporter, it means football. As long as you and your coach have a good understanding and you do exactly what your coach says you do, and that's what they're doing.
And is it 8 rounds or 10?
8
rounder. Sort of people maybe might look at it and sort of disgrace Ronnie and saying he's 36, he's had 3 years out of the ring, obviously with back problems, but people that do that are obviously probably not realising what can happen in the sport as well, so you're sort of looking at the very best of what Ronnie Clark can bring in Friday night.
I don't really know anyone that says being a disgrace or what. He's a good operator, he's a better record than me. When you look at it, he's fought better names now. So realistically, it's not a disgrace. It's actually a step up in class. And he's fought recently against Sultan Zarbek for European title in Kazakhstan. So he's been in the ring, he's been active, and I watched the fight. It was actually nipping top. A lot of them rounds were very, very close rounds. He lost the points today against the superstar kid. So I don't have that approach to it. I'm fully focused, fully not letting myself drift that way again, as I did with Gavin Gwynne, thinking we'll win on talent alone. And mentally and physically 100% on this task on Friday night, and then the day job.
And sort of before I do let you go, obviously I know with Mick and Lee Wood obviously going to be fighting now in 2022. I guess the burning question now is, have you made the correspondence with Jamie yet? They say you obviously want another fight in America.
I'm sure Jamie's phone is going to be listed with fighters asking that question. He knows, or like, Jamie knows where I stand. It's a dream come true. I'll fight anyone.
Definitely.
It wouldn't be hard to match me. It really won't be hard to match me if that's an issue by anyone else. Jamie knows where I want, what I want in my career. I feel I'm good enough to beat anyone. When I want. If matchmaking becomes apparent for people, for me, I don't care how good they are, how bad they are, whatever it may be, I'll do it.
Exactly, taking the opportunities at the right times and building the career on. But thanks very much for your time, Sean, and all the very best for Friday.
Cheers,
Cheers, take care.